Most mornings, when the world is still quiet and the first soft light slips through the curtains, there's a familiar ritual that too many men over 55 know all too well. You wake up, again, feeling that nagging pressure, the subtle but relentless urge that pulls you from restful sleep. You shuffle to the bathroom, often more than once, each trip a reminder that your body isn't quite cooperating the way it used to. It's a frustration many keep to themselves, a quiet burden that wears on your spirit as much as your body. And somewhere deep down, you've started to believe that this is just how it has to be. That living with an enlarged prostate, with all the interruptions and discomfort, is something you simply have to accept. But what if that belief was wrong? What if instead of resigning yourself to those sleepless nights and restless days, you could reclaim a measure of control, not through complicated treatments or expensive medications, but through something as simple as a single morning drink? It sounds almost too good to be true, and I know how that skepticism feels because I've heard it again and again from men like you. The exhaustion from overhyped promises, the wariness of quick fixes, and the quiet hope that maybe, just maybe, there's a gentler, smarter way to support your health as you age. This isn't about hype or gimmicks. It's about trust and a small, meaningful step that can begin to shift the course of your days. Let me share with you a story that stays with me, a story about a man named Frank. Frank came into my office not long ago, a man in his late 60s whose eyes held a familiar weariness. He was a retired mechanic, hands worn from decades of hard work. But what weighed on him most was the toll his prostate symptoms were taking on his life. "Doc," he said quietly, "I just want one full night of sleep again. That's all." There was a vulnerability in that simple wish, the kind of wish most men don't voice out loud. Frank had tried medications before, and each time he was met with side effects that made him feel more like a patient than a man. He was tired of pills, tired of waiting for something to work. When I told him about a small change we could try together, something that didn't feel like a medical intervention, but more like a nurturing ritual, he was skeptical. But he was willing to try, because deep down, he wanted to believe that relief was possible. We started with one simple thing, a morning drink made from ingredients that science has shown may help reduce inflammation and support prostate health. No prescriptions, no invasive procedures, just a warm cup of green tea, brightened with a squeeze of fresh lemon and a pinch of turmeric. A drink that felt like a quiet act of kindness toward his body. Weeks later, Frank came back with a smile I hadn't seen in years. Not only was he sleeping better, but he was more present, more himself. His nightly bathroom trips had slowed, and the heaviness he carried was lifting. His wife told me, he's himself again. And in that moment, I was reminded how powerful even the smallest changes can be when they come from a place of care and consistency. So, what exactly is happening in your body when the prostate grows larger, and why does it cause so much trouble? Understanding this helps us see why something as simple as a morning drink can be a meaningful part of your journey toward relief. The prostate is a small gland, roughly the size of a walnut, nestled just below the bladder. For many men, it begins to enlarge as they age, a condition known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. Think of the prostate like the roots of a tree slowly growing wider underground, quietly taking up more space in the soil. As those roots expand, they press against the urethra, the narrow tube that carries urine from your bladder out of your body, making it harder for urine to flow freely. This pressure causes many of the symptoms you might recognize: weak urine stream, difficulty starting and stopping, a constant feeling that the bladder isn't empty, and, especially frustrating, the need to get up multiple times during the night. It's a challenge that can chip away at your quality of life, stealing restful sleep and making simple moments feel complicated. What's driving this growth? It's a mix of hormonal changes, inflammation, and sometimes poor circulation. Testosterone levels drop as men age, while other hormones like dihydrotestosterone, DHT, can cause the prostate to grow. At the same time, chronic low-grade inflammation, your body's subtle ongoing response to various stressors, can keep the prostate in a state of swelling, like a garden patch that's become overgrown and irritated. When we understand this, it becomes clear that managing prostate health isn't just about shrinking the gland. It's about calming inflammation, supporting balanced hormones, and encouraging healthy blood flow. This is where the morning drink I shared with Frank comes into play. It's not a magic bullet, but a carefully chosen combination of ingredients that work together to support your body's natural healing processes. Green tea is rich in antioxidants, particularly a compound called EGCG, which has been shown in studies to reduce inflammation and may even inhibit the growth of prostate cells. These antioxidants act like tiny firefighters, calming the slow-burning fire of inflammation that can worsen symptoms. Adding a squeeze of lemon does more than brighten the flavor. Lemon juice aids your liver in flushing out toxins and helps your body absorb the beneficial compounds in green tea and turmeric more effectively. It's a gentle reminder that the body's systems are interconnected. Support one, and you often support many. Turmeric, with its active ingredient curcumin, is a powerful natural anti-inflammatory that's been studied extensively for its role in easing swelling and promoting prostate health. Its golden hue is a visual symbol of warmth and healing, and just a pinch can offer a subtle but meaningful boost. Together, these ingredients make a drink that's not just healthy but comforting. A warm, soothing start to your day that can become a ritual of care. The warmth of the drink itself is important too. It helps relax the muscles around your pelvic region, easing tension and supporting circulation. Imagine the drink as a gentle hand, calming and coaxing your body to function with a little more ease. But the drink alone isn't a complete answer. It's part of a broader approach that honors the whole man: body, mind, and spirit. That's why I encourage pairing this morning ritual with simple lifestyle steps. After you sip this warm cup on an empty stomach, spend a few moments focusing on your breath. Deep, slow breaths help lower stress and improve blood flow. A quiet, powerful reset for your nervous system. A short walk, even if it's just around the block or in your backyard, can wake up your circulation and gently stimulate the muscles that support bladder control. It's not about strenuous exercise, it's about reconnecting with your body's natural rhythms. Avoiding caffeine right after can help reduce the urgency and frequency that so often plague men with enlarged prostates. And if you keep a small journal, noting your symptoms day by day, you may begin to see subtle shifts: fewer nighttime trips, stronger flow, moments of calm. It's like tending a garden. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent small acts, the soil begins to soften, the roots find room to breathe, and new growth becomes possible. This isn't a journey about rushing or pushing harder. It's about listening, responding, and nurturing your body with patience and respect. I want you to hold on to this truth. You are not broken. What you're experiencing is a common part of aging, yes, but it is also a sign that your body is asking for care, not punishment. Many men carry a quiet shame around these symptoms, feeling as if they've lost some essential part of their masculinity or vigor. But this struggle is not a failing. It's a signal, one that deserves kindness and understanding. Restoring vitality, confidence, and restful nights isn't just about the body. It's about reclaiming your full life, about waking up with hope again, knowing that better days are possible. Frank's story is proof. He found more than physical relief. He found a spark of joy that comes when your body and spirit are in better harmony. And so can you. Tomorrow morning, before the rush of your day begins, I invite you to try this simple drink. Prepare it slowly, sip it mindfully, and know you're giving your body a gentle gift. Try this ritual for 2 weeks, observing how your body responds. There's no rush, just a steady commitment to care. If you notice even the smallest change, a deeper sleep, fewer interruptions, a lighter step, I hope you'll come back and share your story, because your journey can be a beacon for another man who's ready to take his first step. Health after 60 isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right small things with consistency and care. I'm Dr. Michael Hanks, and if no one's told you today, you're doing better than you think. As you continue down this path, it's important to remember that healing is rarely a straight line. There will be days when you feel progress in your body. Those mornings when you wake up and notice you didn't rush to the bathroom, or when the flow feels stronger, steadier, more like it used to be. And there will be days when the symptoms seem to return, perhaps even louder than before. This ebb and flow is part of the process, not a sign of failure. It's your body's way of telling you that it's working through deeper patterns, and your commitment to simple, consistent care is the foundation on which lasting change can grow. Let's take a moment to talk about the emotional weight this journey carries. For many men, prostate issues touch on more than physical discomfort. They ripple into feelings of vulnerability, loss, and sometimes isolation. The changes in your body can feel like an erosion of identity, a quiet questioning of your strength and independence. You might hesitate to talk openly with your partner, friends, or even your doctor because of embarrassment or a fear of being misunderstood. But here's what I want you to hold close. Your experience is valid, and your feelings are deeply human. You're not alone, and speaking these truths is an act of courage. The more we acknowledge the emotional side of prostate health, the more we open the door to real healing, not just in the body, but in the heart. In my years working with men like you, I've seen how this openness can transform relationships and restore a sense of connection that may have felt strained. Partners often want to support but don't know how until the conversation begins. Sharing your story can relieve the quiet burden and create a new space of understanding and intimacy. Alongside this emotional healing, practical habits support your body's resilience. Hydration is one of those simple yet powerful habits. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day helps flush toxins, supports kidney and bladder function, and reduces irritation. But timing matters. Drinking large amounts of fluid close to bedtime can undo the progress you make with your morning routine, so it's best to taper off fluids a couple of hours before you sleep. Nutrition, too, plays a vital role. Foods rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish, nourish your cells and may slow the prostate's overgrowth. At the same time, limiting processed foods, excess salt, and alcohol can reduce inflammation and improve circulation. Physical activity, even gentle movement like walking, swimming, or stretching, encourages blood flow and supports hormone balance. Pelvic floor exercises, often thought of in the context of women's health, can also benefit men by strengthening the muscles that support bladder control and reduce urgency. All these small choices add up to a lifestyle that respects and nurtures your body's needs. It's understandable to wonder if these changes can really make a difference when symptoms have been persistent. But remember Frank, the man I told you about earlier? His transformation wasn't overnight, but it was profound. Each morning he took that warm drink, paired with his gentle breathwork and slow walks, he was planting seeds of healing. The quiet power of ritual can't be underestimated. It's more than the drink itself, it's yirkitan. It's the message you send to yourself every day. I deserve care. I am worth this effort. I'm willing to listen to what my body needs. Healing asks for patience, but it also rewards hope. I want you to imagine what your days might feel like if the relentless interruptions faded. Imagine waking up rested, your energy more steady throughout the day, your evenings free from constant bathroom trips. Picture the relief in the simple moments, sharing a laugh without distraction, falling asleep next to your partner with ease, stepping into your day with a quiet confidence that you're doing all you can to support your health. That future isn't out of reach. It begins with a single act, a morning ritual of kindness and intention. And this is why I invite you not just to try the drink, but to embrace the journey it represents. Because when you make space for small, consistent changes, you build a foundation that supports not only your prostate health, but your overall vitality. It's also important to listen to your body and honor when you need more support. If symptoms persist or worsen, don't hesitate to seek medical advice. This morning drink and lifestyle guidance are part of a holistic approach, not a substitute for professional care when it's needed. The most empowered men I work with are those who combine thoughtful self-care with open communication with their healthcare providers. Before we close, I want to speak directly to your heart. The challenges you face with prostate health may sometimes feel overwhelming, but they are also an opportunity to reconnect with yourself, to reclaim a measure of control, and to rewrite the story you tell about aging and vitality. You are more than your symptoms. You are a man who has lived through countless experiences, whose strength is measured not just in physical terms, but in resilience, wisdom, and the quiet courage to keep going. This journey you're on is not about perfection or quick fixes. It's about honoring your body's natural rhythms, listening deeply, and choosing compassion for yourself and for the process. As you prepare to try this morning drink, I want you to think of it as more than a recipe. It's a symbol of your commitment to well-being, a simple ritual that connects you to the possibilities of better health and restored vitality. Tomorrow morning, when you warm the water and add the green tea, lemon, and turmeric, breathe in the moment. Know that with each sip, you are nurturing your body's ability to heal and inviting calm to return to your days and nights. You're not alone on this path. Countless men have walked it before you, and many more will follow. Your experience matters, and your willingness to try is already a victory. If this message has touched you, if it sparked a glimmer of hope or a sense of peace, I invite you to hold on to that feeling. And when you're ready, share your journey with others, in the comments below or with someone you trust. Your story can inspire courage and connection, helping others to take their first step toward relief. Remember, health after 60 isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right small things with care, patience, and consistency. You're not just managing symptoms, you're reclaiming your life. I'm Dr. Michael Hanks, and I want you to know you are doing better than you think. Every small step you take is a quiet act of strength and hope. Thank you for spending this time with me. May your mornings be peaceful, your nights restful, and your days full of the vitality you deserve.